the beat of New York.
103.5 KTU.
Hey, Ludo and Lala here on KTU with Khalid. How are you, man?
What's up? I'm great. How are you guys?
Super excited. You were here before. We missed you, and now
no
you're
way.
here with us, and so we appreciate you having the time.
Yeah,
I know
of course.
you're a very busy man. You have lots to do, but thank you.
Nah, I'm definitely happy to make the time for you guys.
What cologne do you have on? Because it smells really good.
It's honestly, I'm not wearing cologne. Maybe it's just my natural scent.
Oh, it smells really good.
Must. I'm like, I
like,
thought I was musty.
okay.
But, no, I'm kidding. Thank you, guys.
So Friday's a big day for you.
Yes.
Your album's coming out.
Oh my God.
What are the vibes? Are you nervous, happy, excited, or everything?
I've only done this twice. So
Yes.
when I was dropping American Teen, I was so nervous, I was so anxious, but I also kept in mind, I'm like, okay, these people have no idea, and they don't really know what to expect from me. And then when American Teen came out and it did so well,
Yes.
it surprised me, it exceeded my expectations. Now it's like a different feeling because I'm like, naturally, you kind of compare the two albums with each other.
Right.
Even me as the creator of the album, before I started, I was like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to make an album that tops my second? And I was like, it's not about that. It's not about having an album top your second. It's more about, okay, just make genuine music that you love. That's why you came into this industry.
Right.
And, make things that you love to listen to yourself. And for me, Free Spirit is my favorite body of work that I've made so far. So I'm really happy for everybody to experience it, and I feel like it's going to be amazing.
Now, when you finished the album, who was the first person you made it hear? Like, who heard it first?
My mom's definitely hears it before anyone else. She always hears the music. It was cool because I did the premiere for Free Spirit, and I was like glancing over at my mom every now and then. She sat a row in front of me. And she sang every single word. So I give it up to her because some people fake it till they make it. Some people act like they know the words, because to learn words, it takes a lot of energy. You got to really listen. And I mean, I don't have any lyrics out, She listens to the song over and over and over till she gets it on point. And I always see her singing it. So thank you, Mom.
Your mom is a singer. Was she ever hard on you growing up?
Nah, not at all. I feel like for me, I got blessed with a mom who wanted me to do everything that I wanted to. So I was never that kid who was forced into sports or forced into singing competitions or anything like that. My mom let me be me, and I feel like I learned a lot more about myself at an earlier age because I was very in tune with myself because my mom taught me to be that way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And also because you travel.
Mom, for letting him be him.
Yeah.
Because we all appreciate your music.
Yeah.
And you traveled a lot too because your mom was in the military.
Yeah. So I lived in so many different places. Living in a country like Germany, for 6 years is a blessing. And then moving to Northern New York, but then also moving to Texas, living at the tip top and living at the very bottom. You meet so many different people. Mm-hmm. You have so many different conversations. And you even live differently. I feel like for me, moving to Texas, that Southern hospitality, that energy, that them welcoming me, was just so amazing because I was so scared that my senior year was gonna be a bust. I was like, it's gonna be horrible because I'm moving my senior year, and I loved New York, and I loved going to school in New York, but I really loved my senior year because it was my senior year that allowed me to write my first song ever. And my senior year graduation day, that location had its spike, its biggest spike ever. So I really loved everything, and I loved the fact that I was able to move to so many different places because it also gave me just a different sense of culture.
Where did you like to live the most besides Texas?
Germany. There's something about the energy over there, and I mean, it's literally like a fairy tale. You see all these big castles and it's normal to people. They see these big castles and
it's like buildings for us over here in New York.
And this big river that's like separating two ends of the city. It's normal to them, but for me, I didn't appreciate it as much as I should have when I was a kid.
Right.
I definitely took advantage of it. When I was a kid, I was like, I can't wait to go back to America. I can't wait to leave. I'm so bored here. I've been on this base all of these years. I don't even know what it's like to see the outside.
And now you're probably trying to go back and actually see the country.
The moment I moved, I'm like, oh man, put me on a plane, send me right back. Let me just enjoy this at least for one more week. But luckily, throughout this career, and I would have never expected this, but luckily throughout my career, it allowed me to go back and to see it again and to experience it again. in a completely different light. It was like I was experiencing my hometown again for the first time last time I went back. So I love it.
Nice. Now, true or false? I read this, but you can't believe everything you read
Of course.
on the internet. But is it true that you don't know how to play any instruments?
No.
That's so funny to
No.
me. Yeah, because you're so musically like there.
For
And you
me, I
can't-
feel like everything is through sonics. Like everything that I hear, I attempted,
To
and
play
I
which
did,
instrument?
and I did piano. But it was cool for Sun City, which is a project that I like a lot. The EP that I did, Motion, one of the songs on the EP, I produced it.
Oh.
So I started it off, and I'm telling you, I don't play piano at all. I had a MIDI controller in front of me, and I just pressed things that I felt sounded good.
Okay.
Which turned into me like involving myself 100%, where I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually producing. I'm like, I'm hearing sounds that should happen right here. I'm hearing sounds that should happen right there. And for me, it's my favorite song off of the EP because it's the song that I have the most part in.
That's pretty cool. That's
Do you
awesome.
see yourself in
Yeah.
the future actually picking up an instrument and actually like learning it, whether it's guitar, drum, piano?
My attention span is so small
That is not gonna happen.
that I'm just like, every time I try, because I look back, I'm like, wow, if I would have learned how to play guitar years ago,
Yeah.
and if I would have kept at it 5 years ago when I should have, I would have been amazing at, shredding the guitar.
But it's one of
Even
those things where you really need to pay attention, and if you're not gonna,
If you're not in it, I'm like, I barely paid attention in class. Like, I'm not focusing on the piano to learn how to do it. Like, it doesn't work for me. But mashing on the keys is something that's fun. So maybe I'll just do that a couple of times until I find something that I
little
really
by
like.
little.
now you had
Baby
said, I saw on the internet, of course, that you say that you don't know how to dance. Yes, you do. I saw that video with Better. You were
my
moving. You were
God.
moving.
My dance moves, and I said this on Twitter, I tweeted, I got like 5 in the vault. Like, I got like 5 dance moves I'll pull out for special occasions.
And then-
I got one like hidden that's not out yet. I'm just waiting for the moment for that one
I
to
can't
come
wait
out.
to see it when it comes out.
But dancing is not, I'm glad it's not my career because I would be very, very bad at it. But all of my friends are dancers.
Okay.
Because all of my friends, they actually dance for me on tour. So every time I'm kicking back with them and I'm watching them, I'm like, I'm kind of like envious. I'm like, how do you move your body that well?
Would you consider doing like Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, I would bomb. You would literally see me out like the second episode. I'd be gone. You guys are like, nah. But I mean,
I don't believe you could be that bad.
No,
No.
you're not. You're just selling yourself.
I need lessons before. Dancing with the Stars would be cool, but I would definitely be eliminated. I'm not even gonna hold myself to that.
Now, there's one thing that you can't leave home without, and that's your cell phone, correct?
Yes, of course.
You're
because
like Lala. She cannot leave
Right here with me.
anywhere without
oh my
the
God,
phone.
I always keep it just
here.
ready. I actually have 2 phones for me. I feel like it's better to balance my life because my hectic life, it's better to balance it between 2 phones because even though when I'm driving, I have one phone like set up as like the GPS.
Right.
Yes.
And then the
So I
other
don't
one,
have to like drive and like look at my phone to see where to go. So I have one of my phones just set up, and then the other phone has aux. So then like all my friends could like pick songs what they want to listen to. Like,
Have you ever been called out, like, because sometimes she's like, you're being rude. I'm like, I'm not being rude, but this is my life right here.
someone who's like, you're not paying attention to me? I'm like, I can
Hear you. Yes.
Do you bring your phone on
I get
stage
it.
or
I
no?
get it. No, but I used to grab phones from fans who would have them at the show, and I would record myself.
that's
And I
cool.
would record them until someone threw a phone at me.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. That's
And
just plain
and
disrespect.
It hit me.
Oh no.
It almost hit my face, but it hit my shoulder, luckily. And it was in like another country too. But after that, I exited. I was like, I'm not grabbing phones anymore. I'm sorry. Sometimes I feel like because I'm so nice, and I just
You
see
are
somebody
super
holding their
nice.
phone now. I'm like, I gotta grab it. Just give it to me. Like recently, like the last show I did, I grabbed the phone. And I said I would never do it again, but
And you did it.
'Cause then
I'm
people
like
take
dialing
advantage.
back. I'm
Yeah.
dialing back. I'm trying not to participate in the phone grabbing because you grab one phone
And then everybody else.
100
Yeah.
phones shoot up in the air, and some might, get shot at you, and I definitely don't want to get hit with a phone being chucked at like 50 miles per hour like ever again. I felt like it was the heaviest blow I ever had on my shoulder.
I could
was like,
imagine.
this is never gonna happen ever again.
And it kills the mood, too.
It does.
It does. 2 more questions and then we are wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Skydiving. Have you done it?
Oh my God, no, but I would. but I
Will you?
would.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
She did it
I did.
without me.
I think I'm sure. For me, I'm afraid of heights. That is my biggest fear, and I feel like the greatest thing to do in life is to conquer your fears and
Face it,
to
yeah.
go. You know, so I feel like that's something that I would do, but I wouldn't do it alone. Wouldn't do it by myself. I would force my
What
friends to do it
advice
with
do
me.
you have for him since you did it?
I love your music, and I don't want anything to happen to you.
Oh
so I
my
would say,
God! Don't do it. All right, cool. All right, out of
Don't
the
do it.
out
She
of
says
the way.
that after she did it, her heart doesn't feel the same.
What?
Swear to you, it doesn't.
Oh.
That's why I'm like, no, just keep doing music.
Your heart just beats
Think about
different
it.
and beats at a different pattern now. Nah, okay. Now that you said it, I'm gonna dial back. We're gonna go, through a
Reconsider.
couple. Yeah, reconsider.
Just
Go through a
reconsider.
couple of more trials, hear other opinions, and then I'll make the decision later.
Well, we're super excited. for
Wait, you had
Friday.
one last question.
I'm drawing a blank right now.
Okay, well, two things: the Avengers and Game of Thrones. Do you watch Game of Thrones? Or are you
I
excited for
do
this?
not watch Game of Thrones. I do watch. I have watched Avengers, and I am excited for Endgame.
Yes.
I'm super stoked.
I'm such a nerd when it comes to that.
Oh my God, I'm super stoked. Literally, I watched the last one. I was just sitting in the theater with my jaw dropped. Like, are you serious? Like,
Who's your favorite hero out of the whole
Universe.
I like Spidey.
Spider-Man?
Yes.
I like Spidey
cool.
because his charisma's super cool and he's young and he's so into his youth, and I feel like people don't take him as seriously as they should. But then he ends up saving the day like all the time. So I really give it up to Spidey.
I love it. I love it. More of the Hulk type of person.
Hulk's cool too. Hulk's cool too.
Well, thank you for passing by. We're super excited for you on Friday. Your album drops. Free Spirit. Make sure to go download it, grab it, buy it,
Yes.
Check it out.
and support.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.